The following program does not necessarily reflect the views of the staff or management of WFMD.
Now, Mark Kreslin's on 930 WFMD.
In this present crisis, government is not the solution to our problem. Government is the problem.
And stripes. A revolution needs a war, and this war needs a revolutionary prize for your rights. The Constitution speaks of speech that's free. Open your mouth from sea to shining sea. So will the real Americans please stand up? No more hide your face in the sand. Will real Americans please stand up? Divided we're falling, but united we'll stand.
Gosh, this song charges me up. Glad you joined us.
Well, I think it's time we ask ourselves if we still know the freedoms that were intended for us by the founding fathers.
Absolutely, folks. Do those freedoms still matter? I don't know. Hopefully they do. Welcome to Mid-Maryland Live, the best local live talk radio in Mid-Maryland, and you're part of it. I'm Mark Kreslins, your host for the next 3 hours. Listen, out of the gate here, from time to time, I'm accused of being a shock jock. I'm accused of being a typical talk show, knuckle-dragging teabagger. By the way, those of you who insist on calling people of my ilk teabaggers should go on Google and type in the word teabagger, and hopefully you'll have enough decency to stop using that term. It's a disgusting term. The reality is I'm just a simple, old, traditional-minded, constitutional, small government, liberty-minded conservative, and I'm proud of that fact. I'm proud of it. That's right. I don't like big government, and I want to do anything I can to shrink it. I don't like people using government to rob me of my money so they can use it to take care of the so-called downtrodden. I personally do that myself without the help of government. Thank you very much. I don't care for those of you do-gooders who like to use the power of government to regulate my behavior, as long as my behavior isn't infringing on yours. If it is, and not in the theoretical sense that it is, if my behavior is infringing on yours, then by all means pass a law to stop me. I'm proud of my convictions. But sometimes I get the feeling that my big government, statist, liberal friends aren't so proud of their convictions. I don't get that impression that they are as willing to be forthright and stand up and admit that they're big government progressives.
Lay it down again.
So I thought
lay it down.
I'd use today's monologue
Lay it down again.
as a forum.
Men can live as brothers.
There you go. Hear it?
Candles in the rain.
Bring back memories, Frank?
Melanie.
Yep, you're right. So, to you, progressive, statist, liberal listeners, whether you're Democrat, whether you're Republican, whether you're green, and you know who you are, be proud. Don't be ashamed or embarrassed just because you believe it's the role of government to steal money from me by the power of law and give it to another. Don't hide. Understand that you're in the good company of many other tyrants throughout history. Be proud of what you believe. Come out of the closet. Don't hide any longer, Frank. Be free. Don't Don't be ashamed of your desires. Let them out. Call in to the thousands of Mid-Maryland listeners and declare that you believe the government should control behavior. Not because it infringes on somebody else's right, but because you believe you know better than the average citizen. You know better. Be proud. Be proud to declare from each according to his ability, to each according to his need. Shout it from the rooftops. Don't hold it in any longer, my big government progressive statist friends. Be free. Listen to Melanie on this. Can't you feel it? There we go, baby. Lay it down. So what if a landowner loses his or her value of land because you decided to downzone them? Be proud of your decisions. After all, who really cares about one landowner? Come on, let's get serious about this.
We were so close.
You're so close. The list of tyrannical behavior can go on and on. But all I want you to do is be proud of your beliefs, just like I am. Don't hide from them. Call in. Release them. Release the white doves. Let them fly away. Don't couch them in clever terms like fairness and equity. Boldly assert that your big government buddies know better than us. Raise those candles, baby. Don't hold back. Come on, Patty Brown. I know you're listening to this. Call in and admit you believe the government should control our lives. Downzone. Don't be afraid. Use that power. Take people's liberty from them. You know better. W.T. Mills, welcome to Mid-Maryland Live. How are you, my friend?
Hey, Mark, you're knocking it out of the park, man. Keep on fighting for the people that's had their land stolen.
Exactly.
They've been robbed and pilfered by the very own government that they finance.
That's right.
Go after them. Get them, Mark.
I'll tell you, W.T.
Never let up, Mark. Get after them.
Folks, I got to tell you, when I wrote that, I felt like I was inspired. I felt like that monologue was inspired because I think that captures the mess that we're in right now. There is a group of people, they think it's okay to use the power of government to control your behavior, to dictate to you how you're to live your lives. There are some Democrats that look at it that way. What's one little property? Come on. Come on, can't we just understand the greater good here? So what if it's one property? So what if it's their entire fortune? We have to be fair after all, don't we? This is serious business, folks. When we get into that voting booth, please, I beg you to know who it is you're pulling the lever for. What principles do they believe in? Or are you really okay with elected officials using the power of law to dig into your wallet, to dig into your estate, and take from it what it wants, when it wants to do it? Is this who we've become as a country? Is this who Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, John Adams thought they were handing the country off to? People who use clever words like fair and equity and... Mark, don't you just want to be compassionate? Mark, why do you hate people that are down on their luck? Mark doesn't hate. Hey, I'm getting a little Bob Dole there, Frank. Mark doesn't hate. In all seriousness, not quite the same America the founders envisioned, but it is still called America. I will concede. So, all right, listen, I'll get off my my bully pulpit here, and I'll come on back down to earth. if you want to hear a replay of that monologue, you'll be able to go to the podcast here very soon on WFMD.com. And if I do say so myself, I think it was one of my more brilliant inventions. All right, we got to take a short break. We'll be right back after these